Hi there guys, it's Mike. I wanted to show you what I was so excited about. I'm in a WordPress blog right now. I've just installed a new WordPress blog called Social Traffic Commando. It's by Tony Hayes out of England. I think he's in London area. But what this does is it handles all of the social sharing, well, a lot of the social sharing that we're doing by hand um, in what we do with the press releases and some of the video sharing groups where we manually go back and forth and give each of everybody's items love. Well, here this is like a plugin that handles it for you. I've got some of these loaded with just a few usernames. These will take a large number. Yeah, Tony talks about having 100 and using about half of those in each of the operations, so you get 60 different links in the network that goes on. I'm only getting like a dozen links out of here because of the randomness. But what happens is that you create these different users, and when you make a post, you drop some spun text into the different areas where you want the social interactions to go. It goes through and it picks out one of these things, and it will tumble, or I guess it starts with a Tumblr and one of these micro blogs, and it will micro blog about your posts. Then it goes and it bookmarks and tweets about and retweets about that. The numbers that are selected randomly pull up different numbers of people, so there's really no footprint in here. Like he says, you can have like 100 people in each of the accounts. I've only got a few, so I'm just beginning to get a little bit of traffic from this. But I want to, well, before I show you the numbers, let's go and let's actually look at some of the stuff. Pulled up a couple of these. There's the Plurk record. It's got some nice stuff in here. Digo. One of the things I noticed is that I think it's Digo. These are follow links. These look as good as ones that are done manually and fed in from somewhere else. These are pretty nice looking links. One of the things I'm noticing is I do need to add more text to some of the pieces of text I've added here, but I am just testing this. But I'm getting shares. There's links that are going back and forth. I just created this last night, and it's already an active account. It's creating a lot of static, a lot of SEO value and stuff is going into that. But here is the actual proof of the pudding. This site has not had any social interactions, just an occasional little blip. On the 12th, I bought the software. About 10 o'clock that night or 9 o'clock, Tony actually got finished shooting the videos of how to use it and how to kick it off. And so I went in and created the spun text that needs to go into each of the different slots here. Let me go to a post and show you what I'm talking about. Once the social interaction has taken place, the fields are emptied, and I'm assuming that you could go and do this again. But what happens here is you create your spin text. I use the best spinner. I like it, and I rewrite the sentences a couple of times. Do one quick pass through, and that's really overkill for the small number of things I'm doing here. But almost immediately is getting an increasing amount of traffic. And I'd like to point out that it is only about 8 o'clock, and on this day, on January 14th, and so the numbers are actually going up from yesterday, and I'd expect them to wind up quite a bit higher today. And the numbers are very small, but like I say, there has been no social traffic before. So it took me, after I got this installed, maybe a total of 10 minutes to spin the text and pop it in place and hit update. And it's been going on ever since. The cool thing about this is what it does here. Let's scroll back up. Is in here, it queues up the responses that it's going to make, and it drips them out. This long bits of text, or the spin tags, out of which it generates its own short, unique, easy to read comments. But these go out over time. They're different accounts are selected, different accounts comment or bookmark other types of stuff, so it's a really very random thing. I haven't seen anything quite this exciting and automatic, and I mean, really it is Blade Runner, more human than human. At least that's the way it seems right now. Tony's been very quick to fix some bugs I'm finding. This has just come out of beta. I expect it to have updates made on a regular basis. I see there's been some over almost every day. So this is pretty exciting. I think you should give it a shot. It's pretty easy. It's less than $50. So give it a shot, see what you think.